I'm not even shitting you right now.
Just kidding.
I'm so upset. I'm so upset.
Okay, let's do the classic.
Fine, fuck you. Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome to the fantastic train wreck of a disaster that is the Curious Internet Podcast. I am your host, that asshole formerly known as JesusUnoWTF, formerly known as Sarcastic Bandit, here with my other co-host, DJ Bunch, or the Blunt Monk.
Why can't that be like your new name? Why?
Because fucking Outcast, I don't know why I said Outcast. I meant Wu-Tang.
It's Wu-Tang. It's a Wu-Tang name.
I knew it was Wu-Tang.
You have to never ever disrespect Wu-Tang.
I mean,
like
I know, but I was
man.
listening to Outkast all day at work today because for some reason somebody was on a 90s kick.
All right, well, like 90s Pandora. Well, not. Well, yeah, no, they're 90s.
Yeah, I mean,
they're like They're like late 90s and then early 2000s. That's really what they were.
But it's still classic.
Oh yeah, classic shit, nigga. So before we get into the show, how's life been, man?
Shit, how's life been?
All right, definitely ask you that question. Anyway, life's been okay. It's just school. I honestly really don't know what it is at this point. It's like I'm not even like, oh, I'm just depressed. It's just like, nigga, I just go to school. That's just all it is.
And school ain't fun.
School is not fun at all, but you know, but we straight right now. So how's things been going on with you?
Pretty damn good. I told you I got a girlfriend, right?
Oh no, I don't.
Oh,
I didn't know this.
Well,
you don't text me.
Surprise!
Oh wow, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
Even though I've had a girlfriend for a while.
Fuck
you've
you.
known this.
Yes,
You've known
I've
this.
known it. It's been like what, almost 2 years for you now? Almost a year?
No, nigga, what?
Wait,
I know
aren't you
this
dating
shit
that same
just
girl?
happened.
What?
Hell nah. Hell no.
And you're giving me shit
Whoa.
for not talking to you. What the fuck are you talking about?
Damn, I haven't even told you. Yes, I've been dating a girl since April. So
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, well, not April. Well, no, yes, it was April. April 13th. So 5 months.
Okay, that's still a long time.
Yeah, it's longer. It's too long.
I've been dating a girl since July.
Now we're both non-single. Sorry, ladies.
Meanwhile, the entire female population lets out a
Sigh
synchronized
relief.
sigh of relief, yeah.
I was like, I don't know why. I just feel so good right now.
Yeah. Suddenly, I feel like skipping and punching a sexist in the face.
A sexist. Oh, man. All right, guys. Let's get into the fucking weird news. I'm just kidding.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I couldn't help it. Nah, but
Sponsored by Mountain Dew Code Red because the vending machine downstairs fucked up.
this vending machine downstairs is broken.
No, seriously, I wanted a Dr. Pepper and it spat out a Mountain Dew Code Red. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I mean, I like it, but like, I wanted a Dr. Pepper.
Like, you want to get Mountain Dew?
And it just, it ruined my day. It ruined my day.
I bet it did. Oh, man. You know what else ruined my day?
North Korea being a fat little bitch.
I mean, yeah, I guess you could say it like that, yeah. And yeah.
I mean, tell me
right.
I'm wrong, though. Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, look, all right, guys, listen, we're going to go to nuclear war with a kid with a button to a lot of warheads.
And a tiny penis.
I guess, man. Listen, I really don't have anything as far as, like, what's the word? More serious or just based on facts about how I feel about just politics right now. But I never cared about them. But now I'm just really asking myself, like, who the fuck is in the White House right now? Like, every time, like, no, let's get past that. Let's get past, like, oh, he's orange, oh, he's this and that. Can we really just look at the fact that this man who owned hotels, that's his experience, owning hotels and going bankrupt, but somehow making millions of dollars still, and he has no political background, but he's the president of the United States. Why? Well, why is this a thing? I don't know. I just need to understand why this man is the president. All he does is play golf.
Probably because the collective IQ of the United States is drastically lower than any of our European counterparts.
But see, here's the thing: we can't say that anymore because, like, that's offensive now. Because calling any Trump supporter or any Republican like stupid or like anything. That's like, oh, that's not all of us, which it probably isn't, to be honest with you. But why the fuck would y'all choose this guy? Because it just makes you seem like, oh, there's I don't know, man. Like, what's you go on, you explain. Do you have a rant?
Well, I mean, it's just like basically going off of what you just said. I mean, they don't want us painting all Republicans as, you know, stupid, bleeding heart nationalists, but, you know, then at the same time, they're the same type of people who, you know, stereotype what was going on in Ferguson and all that crap, and Black Lives Matter, and it's like, what the fuck, dude? I mean, you can't be selective about what you're judgmental about.
When was the last time you ever heard a president curse? Like, actually, like, curse, like, saying some shit about, like, somebody in America.
Oddly enough, I remember this, and I think it was in my AP US history class, and I think it had to do with, like, a secret recording of Nixon being a bastard.
Okay, no, that's a secret recording. I'm talking about actual like, this man, like, just, like, saying, fire that son of a bitch, like, I don't, like, what he does is, like, so childish. Like, I don't understand, like, why we think, or like actually no, he wasn't even elected by us. This is why I will never vote for a president ever again. It's because this man didn't even win the popular vote. He actually lost by 2 million votes, and yet we still said, like, no, he's the president of the United States because the Electoral College, which is bullshit. So, like, this country basically showed me that, like, my opinion doesn't matter. Don't vote. Don't even come out. So the only time I'm ever going to vote is if it's something for my state. But besides that, kiss my ass.
Hey, don't look at me. I voted Libertarian.
You voted Libertarian?
Yep. Or as my grandfather would put it, I threw my vote away.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man. Like, politics is just so fucked. They've always been fucked. And I just don't understand. But, like, now we have two of these, like, most ridiculous figures as, like, they have power. And now they're about to go at each other with nukes and shit. And, like, we're stuck in the crossfire. So, like, it's obvious that there's, like, some background guys, like the real runners of the country, who are just, like, in the back, probably running some shit, trying to iron some shit out between them and North Korea, and having this fucking back talk between Trump and was it Kim Jong-un, or was it Il? Or Il was his father.
Oh, come on, dude. You gotta know. If you're gonna talk politics, you at least gotta know which one's
See,
alive still.
that's the thing. I don't talk politics. All I just go by is what I see. See, this is why I don't go on Twitter and be like, you know, the political climate in the Congress right now is really volatile. I think we need to focus more on taxes in the healthcare system rather than try to get rid of something that's already working. See, I don't go on Twitter saying that shit because I don't know what the fuck I just said. All I know is that there's an orange who's always talking on CNN and Fox News and telling us that we're wrong and it's fake news. And now this shit just feels like propaganda. Can't we all just smoke weed and make this money?
Oh, hey, that reminds me. Did you hear weed is getting decriminalized within the city limits of Atlanta?
Yes, I heard about that.
Yeah, it's just going to get passed by city council.
Bro, it doesn't mean you can just smoke a fucking blunt in front of a cop. I hope.
Yeah, but I mean, it also means you're not going to jail, which is pretty fucking nice.
No, I think, yeah, it's basically like you. I think they just make you throw it away.
Exactly.
Like everything you have, that you just have to throw it away in front of them. And if you don't throw it away,
and a $70 fine.
It's a $7 fine. So you get a ticket along with.
No, you don't even get a ticket.
Weed?
You just legitimately just get a fine. That's it. It's like the equivalent of a parking ticket. You don't even get any criminal history. It's just a legitimate, you pay this fine and you throw away your crap and then it's over.
You see, Georgia is finally understanding what their culture is, and a lot of it is heavily around weed. I just don't understand.
Breaking news, motherfuckers. Szechuan sauce is coming back October 7th for 1 day. I'm not even fucking kidding. It is.
I just want to say with all... Oh, man. We just had a nice little editing mishap, so...
Yeah, because you're a dumb fucker.
Because
I'm going to hit pause on a recording that we have to have fucking synced up.
My dad...
It's a great idea.
Dad called me, and it just made my think... I had to switch my whole thinking. So
and you fucked us. You fucked us.
I mean, listen, he's mad because like he goes all out. He actually takes pride in his work. So he actually was trying to go all out with the editing, and I made the editing process at least a good
30 times harder.
Not 30 times harder.
Yes, 30 times harder. Because now
he
you
has
gotta root through all the fucking recordings and figure out when the audio is supposed to go.
See, there's only
going to
be 2 recordings though. That's the thing. We're not going to pause it again.
3 recordings because 2 of yours and 1 of mine because I'm a fucking sane person, and then I gotta sync up 2 different clap syncs.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and then I have to neutralize the audio on all of them because fuck you.
Ladies and gentlemen, recording a podcast is not easy.
Ladies and gentlemen, fuck DJ Bunch, aka the Blunt Monk, aka whoever the fuck you are.
This is the Blunt Mug now.
I don't give a shit.
Oh,
fuck you.
Oh God, yo, that
unbridled rage right now.
That was okay. It's okay. Listen,
no, it's not. It's not okay. This is far from okay.
I'm sorry, Thomas. I'm sorry. You know it was all a mistake.
You're a mistake.
So,
I'm kidding.
So what about that session?
A nice little transition.
Like transitions, like.
Yeah.
And when we're in a documentary, it's like, so where do you saw it all just it's going downhill? When he said I was a mistake, on episode 9 of. It's just
5 years later.
5 years later, I just brought it up one day in our huge multi-million-dollar recording studio.
Really? See, that's not the direction I was going with that narrative. The direction with that narrative I was going was 5 years later, Thomas was sent to prison for
killing
first-degree murder.
Because
30 years in prison.
Like as they were pulling away, like he shouldn't have pressed pause.
He shouldn't have fucking paused. Pop.
Oh my god. Oh man. But Szechuan sauce, yeah.
Yeah, as of the day of recording, this is I almost said December. I'm fucking retarded. This is October 1st at 8 p.m.
This is how you know it's fall because I'm already feeling getting my little sickness for.
I can tell you seem like you're out.
Oh, you hear that?
God, I'm editing that out.
No, edit that in, please. Make it louder.
Fuck you.
I want you to give a visual Barry, I want you to give a visual representation. Have a kid sneezing and then make it shake and do my sneezing thing. Go.
No, and don't call me Barry.
Damn it.
I might.
He might
add like a GIF of some fucking, I don't know.
I want just like 2 seconds of just hearing like and just going.
I'll just put a fucking elephant on the screen.
Oh man, guys, editing is not easy. I'm just being an asshole. This is why I'm doing this. Don't do this to your editors. Be nice to them.
I don't even know how to do the screen shake. I have to fucking do it.
You can. I mean, you can easily do it in After Effects. It's easier in After Effects, but I know how to do it in Premiere. I'm sorry. This is the backgrounds of being a podcast or making any channels. You're just sitting around talking about editing techniques. That's really all it is.
And smoking weed.
And smoking a lot, but listen, dude, smoking weed comes part of the job. Except with Philip DeFranco because he's above us and he is God.
And he didn't win a streamy, and that pisses me off.
I mean, listen, I'm not too mad because Sugar Pine 7 won, and they are legit like the fastest growing fucking one of my favorite channels, like easily. Like
I don't know who the fuck they are.
Look him up. This is our YouTuber of the week, Steven Subtig. He was on Funhouse twice, and now he has this thing called Sugar Pine 7. He's with Rooster Teeth. Check him out. That's how we're gonna talk about it because fuck other successful people.
They have 1 million subscribers.
We're successful, damn it.
No, we're not. We're fucking failures.
Well, we'll get there eventually. One day.
My room smells like taquitos and alcohol.
Jesus Christ, man! You need to start working out again.
I am working out and I'm gaining weight. Probably from all the alcohol.
Hey, you know what else gains weight?
The whiskey in my closet?
The word nigger.
I'm gonna have to censor that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Content.
You dumb shit.
Man.
God damn it. Did we just stop talking about how you're making editing harder for me?
I mean, listen.
I'm gonna have to make a fucking note on my laptop saying, all right, well, you gotta censor that out at time mark 2440.
Man.
Oh my god.
You're gonna love it. It's all good, baby.
I hate you so much.
Listen, man. But anyway, how should we say it? I don't want to say the N word because everybody's gonna think the word, with the hard R. Are you gonna censor the one with the A or the R?
Both. Well, I mean, I can't say either, so what does
True.
it matter for me?
All right, we'll just say the N word because I want to be a nice guy. First of all, actually, I want to ask you because
Wait. Can we call it the N bomb?
The N
Because that sounds cooler.
The N bomb.
It sounds like it has weight to it.
Fine.
Yeah.
We'll call it the N bombs.
I've never been so happy about a racial slur before.
This fucking guy. We're about to have a serious conversation about this shit, and this man like, the N bomb. Anyway,
must I reapproach the clap syncing issue we had 10 minutes ago, or do I just need to forget? It
hasn't even been 10 minutes. This guy.
Shut your face!
Just...
I have terrible time perception.
But no. What do you feel? What do you feel about this whole? With PewDiePie saying the N bomb, man. Like I have my feelings on it. It might be surprising to some, maybe it's just coming from a black person's perspective. But what do you think?
Well, seeing as though I'm whiter than mayonnaise, I'm gonna go ahead and say that he's a fucking idiot.
And, all right.
And
okay.
I mean, he shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
I don't think. And clearly, it was a reflex, but it's a reflex someone shouldn't automatically have programmed into their body.
Do you think he's a racist because of that?
I mean, I don't think he's a racist, but I think he's certainly been overexposed to reacting in that kind of way, and I think that's kind of had a negative effect on his perception of, the weight of some words.
Yeah. I mean, like the online gaming community is used to be more toxic. I say actually it's gotten better because you remember back in let's say, let's go, I mean, I hate this saying, far back, but let's say Halo 3 days, 2008, 2007, really, 2007, 2008, Xbox Live, they would say some shit on Xbox Live. Those kids did not care. They would say nigga, jigaboo, a lot of shit, And I know you have to censor that out, but honestly, I say don't, because just gotta know these words. These words are terrible, but I feel like I cut you off. Please continue. Do you have anything else to say? How you feels?
I mean, not really. It's just, I mean, it's just edgy kids trying to be edgy kids, but at the end of the day, they're still kids, because clearly they don't know any better. Whether it's, a personality on the internet saying it, or it's a 12-year-old sitting on COD thinking he's going to bang your mother, it's all the same thing. It's someone who's trying to use words to elicit responses out of people. And I feel like with this situation, he's kind of crossed that threshold into just having it be an automatic response, and I think that's the bad part.
Yeah.
I don't think it's so much the fact that he used the word, which, I mean, in and of itself is pretty fucking stupid, but, as a saying itself, it shouldn't be something that's automatically programmed into him. That's my only point.
Okay. How do you feel about what I'm gonna say now? Let's be going with the fact that English is not his first language, because he's he's sort of Sweden or some shit like that.
Yeah, he's Swedish.
Yeah, so English is not his first language. Does he get a pass on that because that it was so reflexive? But he didn't grow up.
It shows more of a inclination to do those kinds of things, because he had to. If English is not his first language, and yet he chose an English discriminatory word, I mean, there's probably other words that he could have used in his natural language that would have been equally as offensive, but instead he chose to use a non-native language and a word in that non-native language to express an emotion so negative, along with a discriminatory word that was unnecessary.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of hoops he had to jump through in order to get to that word, and in doing so, it showed the fact that it's just something that's so ingrained into him because of the, cultural climate of video games themselves.
Yeah, I actually do agree with that. I mean, it's not surprising. I didn't think it was right what he did. It's
right. I don't think anybody really thinks it's right. It's just a matter between people thinking of how big of a deal it is. A lot of people are
as far as like how big of a deal it is, I don't know if I could say like it's a huge deal, but it's a problem, and he sometimes I feel like he does forget that he's the biggest YouTuber on the site right now, because even though he's not probably pulling like the biggest numbers like how he used to do, like he was literally number one and everything, after a while, like he's been saying like, okay, my views are kind of like just leveling out, and I'm just like your everyday regular base like mid-level YouTuber, which is crazy that millions of views now seems to be like you're a mid-level YouTuber. But anyway,
right.
He still like has a lot of influence. Like the whole adpocalypse like happened basically because of him, because he did some race again, like some racist shit, which again was all towards comedy because that was in context. But what makes this one just not just more I guess the word I'm looking for is reprehensible, is that this was a response that you said that was reflexive, and it wasn't, the context wasn't that, oh, I'm trying to be funny, the video was not like a satire on this or a satire on that. It was straight up you just playing PUBG, and then some dude got in your way or made you mad, and you said the N-word.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I don't
even in context, it's not right.
Yeah, even in context, it's not even right. So, it's really gonna be interesting to see these next couple of weeks what's gonna be happening as far as like is YouTube gonna crack down on this, like what they're gonna do to Felix because he said this.
I think absolutely nothing is gonna come of it. I think the worst of it has already happened.
So you think like the apocalypse is just gonna be the worst? Like I'm guessing the rules that they set up now for the apocalypse is because of what Felix is to counteract what Felix just did, not give money to something like that promotes like bad language like that. But
not even that. I think just a matter of this whole situation itself is already blown over. The point is, people are like, oh, it's just that PewDiePie guy doing his thing again. People are just already over it.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, there's some mumblings in the background, like people like you and I who are kind of late to the party, but most people have already broached the subject, discussed it, and moved on. I don't think anything else is going to come from it, which, I take that as you will, but...
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, us, like, even talking about the subject, like, I guess we are obscure now because no one really is going to be talking about that anymore. Probably everybody now has their feelings about PewDiePie, and that's not going to change until the next big fucking news segment comes out about him that he does. That's just public opinion. That's how it works. So, I'm not out here trying to change any opinions about, like... him, because here's really what was gonna be surprising. I'm not angry, nor am I like too offended on what he said as being a black dude. Like I feel like people are, in my opinion, like blowing it out of proportion. Even though it's a serious thing, but that's something that should be an opportunity to have like the gaming community look at it themselves and think like, this is what we do. Like literally, you got the biggest YouTuber who has everything really to lose, like if he just said that word once, and he did, and like everybody was talking about he could lose everything and all that, but even though it really realistically wasn't going to happen, but that word can topple an empire. And so if that can do that type of damage, why are we just saying that to each other when I'm just in the game lobby waiting for the game to start, saying just some random dude that I don't know his background, I don't know what that word means to him. I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling, but the point I'm just trying to get across is that this should be more of like the gaming community now really trying to take a look at itself and like trying to clean its act together. Now, of course, you're going to have knuckleheads. That's what any community. And to be honest, I'm not trying to go on a crusade to completely clean up the community, because I myself, who is a gamer, still is a gamer, have said some derogatory shit towards an opponent because I got mad, and gaming brings that out in you. But
right, it's a very emotion heavy hobby.
Yeah, it really is. But but now I think what this really should do, what this really showed me, was that I just need to be more aware of what I'm saying, because I have said some very anti-Semitic shit towards towards some
God.
fucking like NPCs that I'm fighting, and they might just have like a huge nose, and I might just say some very, very bad anti-Semitic joke, and and I'm just alone. I'm just some fucking guy that lives in a college town, dude. Nobody's listening to, but I already know like what I have. I have dreams to be able to talk to a wide audience, and what this is really is just showing me that one, language like that and like doing things like that shouldn't even be in my vocabulary nor in my mind. But we could definitely start in the gaming community, as far as like we should all just like try to clean our act together. Instead of just talking about me, I want to talk about the community. But anyway. Really, all I'm trying to say is that the gaming community should just learn from this, and we should just try to clean our act together, and make it fun again. Make it not as fucking toxic as it always used to be.
Oh, it's always gonna be toxic.
It's always, yeah. That's the other thing. It's always gonna be bad, but like that's how I'm looking at it. But that with PewDiePie, I'm really sad that he said it. It does it makes me look at him a different way, but not too much. I really don't know. You have anything else to say, man, on this?
No, I think we've ridden out this topic longer than we should have.
Yeah,
Let's move on.
yeah, it's time for us to move on with this shit. I just want to say, how do you feel? I know we talked about this like already. Now I wanted to get your opinion. You think that do you think the YouTube community is going in a good way or a bad way?
Neither. I mean, it's subjective. There's nothing good or bad about what's going on. It's just the fluctuation of an ecosystem. With the increase of one opinion, you're always going to have pushback from an opposing opinion. And with different styles going on, with the different genres of YouTube videos, it's really just, honestly, it's like the transition from the Wild West to a more stricter, more rule-based entity.
Yeah, see that's
now that the advertisers are cracking down and stuff like that, and YouTube themselves is deciding what can and can't be shown, and that kind of thing. It's really the settling of a wild territory that people were not prepared for, and they're upset that they can't do basically whatever they want now, which is understandable. I mean, if you were once told, hey, you can do literally whatever you want in this fun, creative platform, and the next week you got slapped with the rule book of what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do, it's going to be a lot of pushback. But I think YouTube as itself is just, well, as most mainstream things do, falling to the pressures of the constituents.
Yeah.
There are people who pay YouTube to do what they want YouTube to do. There are people that YouTube pays for them to put out the kind of content that they think needs to be on their platform. And at the end of the day, you just got to realize that people are going to do whatever it takes to get their paycheck, whether it's going to do them right or wrong. And if they keep trying to fight against that, then they're going to lose.
Yeah, I'm really glad you said that, because that's really kind of like the same way I feel. Because like it's like a lot I've been hearing people say that YouTube is like no longer a creator's safe haven anymore. But
it never was.
But it really never really was either. True. I mean, because when YouTube first started out, it was a place where you really could do whatever you want, say whatever you want. But I think people now are still looking at YouTube, the wrong way. I think people should be looking at YouTube as a stepping stone. Like everybody wants to base like their careers off of like these social media sites, when like they need to understand that social media changes. YouTube's not going to be around forever. Like YouTube YouTube might become like its own TV entity, really. Like it might be more mainstream now, where like it is an exclusive club to get into the higher ups of YouTube. Even though right now it's more like whoever basically has like the best like stream of videos that go viral and get like really lucky, that those are like going to be the main stars. But like the staying power, like that's the main thing, and I like it really, like I hope now this is making like people really want to like diversify more. Like, yes, you're all on social media, but like start branching out, to more like TV and like just stuff like that, and other acting things. Like I don't know. I feel like don't be stuck into a YouTube box. Like that's where a lot of people, especially this younger generation, is that we want to get the fast and easy way to get famous and just to do this, but like to actually stay up like in this industry and to like have a position of like being respect and knowing and learning from your mistakes, that just takes more of just not being stuck in one phase, just be like water, basically, like how Bruce Lee says.
Well, the sad point is, they're not going to be able to do that ever.
True.
The biggest reason why TV had such a high barrier of entry is because not so much of talent, but so much as funding. All these people that were able to get their own TV channels and their own cast and crew and sets and all that crap did it because they had the money and the backing. The whole point of YouTube is for those who don't have a big budget to be able to put out the kind of content that they want.
Yeah, so you can be picked up by someone who has a big budget. That's really what it is.
But, I recently read an article. I don't know who it was by. It's actually an article that my marketing professor showed me. It's basically talking about how all of these streaming platforms, from like YouTube to Netflix to Disney's newly announced program to Hulu to HBO, all that crap. There's so many different aggregate websites for where you could get all this content. You're not going to pay individually for each one. So what a lot of industry professionals are predicting is that with the continuation of more and more companies wanting to make money off of their own services, it's going to expand and then implode upon itself. There's going to be so many different options for so many different companies that by the time you have all the companies that you want to receive streaming services from, for like if you want HBO and then you want Crunchyroll and then you want Showtime and Cinemax and all that crap, and you have to go buy all their online services, it's going to either rack up to an extremely large amount of money you have to pay to get all your shows, or you go back to the traditional cable style. And that's what a lot of the industry professionals are predicting, is that basically we're going to go back to cable. We're no longer going to do streaming because all of these companies keep shooting themselves in the foot by choosing their own individual streaming platforms. And I think that's kind of the way that YouTube is going to head into. So many different people want to do so many different things that they're going to go branch off onto other streaming websites and other sites like, Twitch or Vimeo or other stuff like that.
I can easily see like a show being created, and like if you have YouTube Red, then you can watch the show on YouTube Red. But if you have Netflix, you watch the show on Netflix. You don't necessarily have to have like. Basically, I can see like a company or a show like trying to do both, or being able to be streamed on many paid for multiple like streaming services. That's probably that's going to be the next thing that's going to happen. But I can definitely see that vicious, not a vicious circle, but like that circle of just us going back to cable is just probably just going to be on a smaller screen. That's all this really was, is that first now we can watch everything. Oh,
shit.
Oh, now he's getting a fucking call.
No,
let's
that wasn't a call.
see.
It was a alarm for me to take my meds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You want to explain about why are you taking meds to the people or not? Let's keep that. It's too personal.
My toe is leaking pus.
Edit.
Yeah, see, don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
I thought it was gonna be like you wanted to like give your story about I'm taking depression, but nope. Pus toe.
My foot's just leaking infectious fluids.
How did that happen?
Working too much. I got a new pair of shoes and I'm constantly on my feet, so I got an ingrown toenail.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Take care of your dogs, man.
I don't have dogs.
Though that's all right. You know what?
All right. You hate me.
I do.
But it's okay, because I hate you too.
It's all right. We both hate each other.
Because you fucked up the recording.
Oh my god. This shit again.
Never let you live it down.
Why? Just let it go. Just let it go.
No.
Yes, just let it go.
No, let it go.
No, you fucker. No, that's not what we led to. I will quit this show.
I thought we quit this show a long time ago.
I did. I thought so too.
Sarcastic bandit here all by himself.
All by himself. I was like, where'd the punk one go
All by
to?
myself. Oh, you know what? That's what I could do. I could start my own podcast with 3 different personalities: Sarcastic bandit, JesusUnoWTF, and that asshole.
Just like fucking Jimmy Tatro with the no budget TV show.
I have no idea what the fuck that is, but sure.
So what it is that basically
I don't want you to explain it to me. I don't give a shit. I don't care enough to care.
It's so simple though.
But I don't care.
All right. But fuck. What were you talking about? Oh goddamn.
My infected toe.
The
and
YouTube climate.
Yeah, who cares? Let's move on.
Yeah, honestly, who fucking cares? What do you want to talk about, man?
We're beating a dead horse.
All this show is all about what you want to talk about. What are you passionate about, Thomas?
Pass.
Welcome to the last episode of the Curious Internet.
I mean, it's like I have no. Oh fuck.
Oh shit, he is dying.
I am dying. I have no passions.
Yo, fucking
no.
No, fuck you. You said you had a rant about fucking religion and about the apocalypse and shit. I want to hear this.
Oh yeah. Because Captain Fuckboy over there decided that he could use criminology on a fucking Bible and say, "Oh God, spaghetti monster's gonna go fuck the planet with its noodly appendage," and it's all the end times.
Fuck the planet.
I mean,
yes.
he's some random planet that we've never heard of that for some reason he has a name for is going to hit our planet at a specific time of which no other astrological telescope or any scientist can fucking see. And it's like, oh yeah, it's going to be the end times. The end times don't happen. He's like, oh, but wait, I didn't mean that. I meant actually that, like, Earth is going to be a little different tomorrow because
Earth is going to be
fucking
a little
life
different.
changes.
Earth is going to be a little different tomorrow. It's going to be daytime.
Earth's gonna be a little different.
Shit.
Like, what the fuck? I mean, you can't be so fucking vague, and then you're going to say, oh, the end times are here, and then make millions off of your story about how I predicted the end. Fuck that guy. Fuck everything about that guy.
I feel you, man.
Him and his family, they should be castrated. I'm sorry, that was wrong.
Wow, that was a lot. I mean, no, man. Yeah, religion. This religion shit. I don't understand religion, man. Do you understand religion? Why is religion a thing? Why do we have
You're
religion?
asking the atheist if he understands religion.
I don't. I mean, it's true. I'm a Buddhist, and sometimes I don't understand why I'm a Buddhist.
Well, there you go. You see, nobody understands why they do anything. Something Rick and Morty reference. Let's go watch TV. I don't know.
Very true. That's very true.
Oh hey, last episode of Rick and Morty's tonight.
The last episode.
Yeah, for the season.
Oh,
this
damn.
Is the season finale. Have you been keeping up with the...
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah,
You
man.
better have been, otherwise I would have disowned you.
Oh, yeah, man. Fuck, man. Listen, this is probably the greatest season, Rick and Morty will ever do.
100 years of Rick and Morty.
100 years, Rick and Morty. So I'm guessing, like, the end of the last episode is definitely just going to be them just getting the Szechuan sauce. Am I right? That's what it is.
I mean, it's got to be. No, I mean, I'm gonna go. I'm on Wikipedia right now, and I'm gonna pull up the little name of the episode.
I have actually.
What the fuck?
I haven't seen the ABCs of Beth.
You haven't seen? Oh,
I haven't seen
for a fucking ride.
I haven't seen ABCs of Beth, but I've seen Morty's Mind Blowers and everything else.
You need to watch ABCs of Beth before you see the new episode.
Oh, of course. I'm definitely going to do that. It was tonight at 10. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. I just...
Hold on. Let's discuss what we think the next episode is going to be based off the title.
All right.
Now, the title of this new episode that's coming out tonight is called The Ricturian Mordidate. I don't know what either of those words were supposed to be originally, because obviously they used Rick's name on that first one.
It's probably some sci-fi book or some sci-fi term.
The Manchurian...
The Manchurian...
I think it's Manchurian Mandate.
The Manchurian Mandate? What's the Manchurian Mandate, then?
I don't know. Let's see what Google says. Let's see if that's actually a thing. Okay, let's see. Okay, first of all, it's trying to autocorrect to The Manchurian Candidate, which is a 2004 film.
There's the motherhood mandate.
Let's not talk about the motherhood mandate. Oh, Manchurian Mandate by National Geographic Magazine. What does that mean? Okay, whatever.
The mandatory mandate.
Ooh. Okay, well, let's go off the assumption that we're correct that it's the Manchurian Mandate.
Manchurian.
And that would make a very interesting theory based off of the hook for this article. China looks to a new generation of model workers to revive its decaying industrial heartland. Now, have you seen... Okay, first of all, spoilers for anybody who's not seen any of these episodes in this season. If you've not seen any of them...
Spoiler alert!
Basically. God damn it, I have to censor that now. Anyways, you've seen the Rick Lantis mix-up, right? With Evil Morty taking over the Citadel or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah. What I think is this episode is going to be about Evil Morty's control of the new empire or something like that, and then it's going to be end of the season on a cliffhanger of the new Evil Morty controlled Citadel confronting our Rick and Morty.
Yeah, I can see that. That honestly makes sense. That's
If I could
really
make a guess.
I have nothing to add to that. That's honestly what I thought too. Because like they wouldn't show fucking Evil Morty taking over without them being some. Why would the Citadel even be a thing again if it wasn't going to be against our Rick and Morty? Because they're the ones.
To be fair, they did the something similar last season with Bird Person, fucking Phoenix Person. That was retarded.
Fucking Phoenix Person.
Yeah, fucking Phoenix Person. They could have come up with a better name. Even Tammy knew that. Tammy's a cunt. But they ended the whole season on that fucking cliffhanger, and we haven't even seen dick all of Phoenix Person. That pisses me off.
Hey man. Phoenix Person will probably come back in this episode. I'm calling it.
I don't know about that. I don't know. You could be right. I don't think so. I'm just gonna put that out there.
You just gonna put it out there?
I'm just gonna put that out there.
You're gonna put it out there? That I'm wrong?
Mm-hmm.
You fucking asshole.
I will kick your fucking what?
All right. I have one more thing to talk to you about.
Is it about bitches?
Of course, actually the baddest bitches of all time. Game of Thrones.
Oh,
the Game of Thrones.
Goody. Fuck. Okay, I'm out of here.
Do you not watch Game of Thrones? Do you not like it?
No, fuck no.
Have we had this conversation before?
Yes.
When? It hasn't been recorded. It has been recorded, definitely.
Well, that's true.
All right. Why don't you like Game of Thrones? Tell them why you're a heathen. Tell me.
Not enough action. Too much people trying to fuck each other, and a lot more incest than I'm comfortable with.
What?
Hey, I watched the first 5 episodes. It was
first
trash.
5 episodes. See, that's the thing. The first. Oh my God. No.
Oh, forgive me for not wanting to sink more than 4 hours into a fucking show.
You're wrong. You're wrong. You're a wrong person.
Wrong.
You're a wrong person. You're wrong with everything that you do. You need to watch Game of Thrones, sir.
No, it was terrible.
All right. Have you watched Westworld?
No.
Then you're a piece of shit. That's all I gotta tell you.
I will fucking fight you, kid.
Look, you're a terrible person. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it because you haven't watched these TV shows, and I can't talk about them with my friend.
I've heard of Westworld, but I don't even know what it's about.
Westworld is written by Michael Crichton or Crichton.
Crichton.
He is the writer of Jurassic Park, which, if you ever read Jurassic Park, it is basically a huge thesis on how a theme park full of dinosaurs could work, and basically is like him saying explain like the whole genetics part of it. Read the book. Read
Jurassic Park.
No.
Continue.
But no, it's way different from the movie though.
But just explain Westworld, not the fucking.
No, we're gonna have a 5-hour tabletop discussion about the book Jurassic Park versus the movie.
I will rip my goddamn ears off.
So Westworld is actually basically like Jurassic Park, but with robots. So it's basically the first season. It's just really about the robots learning. It's not really a spoiler, I'm going to say, but that's all I'm really going to say. It's just basically about robots learning. But there's a lot of twists and turns in the show. And, it talks about like how you create consciousness and just like what would happen when, you know, a robot starts to have memory and shit like that. And it gets really crazy. It gets,
sounds like a heavily ham-fisted take on what would happen with complicated AI.
Yeah, that's really what it is, but it is not pretentious about it.
It sounds like it would be.
It you would think so, and there is some prolonged points of like just them talking, but it doesn't get into jargon where it's like you can't understand it. It's more along the facts, like what he's explaining is like he also gives a metaphor that not he, but like the characters will also give a metaphor along with what they just explained to make it easier to digest. So it's not too pretentious about what it's talking about, but it's like it's just playing these little ideas like about what they're trying to do, and then they kind of just do it in the show. And it's executed wonderfully. It is shot beautifully. You know, but the main thing to grab you in is basically it's a theme park for rich people, and like it's all like populated by androids, and basically these rich people can do whatever they want, and it's like in a Western like setting as well. That's why it's called Westworld. So I really say this. How about this? I asked for this.
Okay.
I have an HBO Go account.
No.
I will give you.
No. I do not have time.
I will get. Hold on. I will give you. I'll just give you the thing, and all I ask is just 1 hour each week. Just 1 hour a week. Everybody has 1 hour. You just watch the one episode each week, and each week when we have a podcast, because this is what we're gonna do now.
No, we're not.
This is what we're gonna do. I will make promise the mandate. We are gonna do this, and every week, if not a full podcast, I want 1 week where we always get together and then we talk about Westworld, because Westworld's a great show, and I know that the Sarcastic Bandit will like Westworld. That's what I'm asking for. That's what I'm asking for.
To where you live and kicking your ass.
It is not the Westworld podcast. This is the Curious Internet. Westworld podcast is a different MC. Okay, different CU cinematic universe. All right, different cinematic universe. We're doing.
Our lives are not cinematic universes.
Well,
man.
my life.
There's only one universe.
Our lives is me, the adventures of the Blunt Monk and the Sarcastic Bandit. That's what it is.
That's not my name.
That is your name.
Damn it.
That is your
I
name.
didn't have any say in this.
You have no say in this.
God damn it.
Sarcastic Bandit. For me, for the fans, and for our view count, and for our video count, so we can show people shit. Please do this. For me.
Alright, well, I took the lazy route and I Google image searched Westworld, and I saw the guy from Hannibal Lecter on there, so I'm optimistic.
No, yeah, it has a lot of good actors in there. Like, honestly, look up like who's in there.
I only care about Hannibal Lecter. Shut up.
All right, Anthony Hopkins. Okay.
Is that his name?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You illiterate
Put
fuck.
the lotion in the basket.
No.
I know that wasn't him, but that's one of my favorite lines.
That's weird. He puts the lotion in the basket. That movie. I actually had
Put the lotion in the basket.
I actually had a dream about that one time, and it was really
okay.
creepy.
Moving on.
No. I mean, no. It's not like a. It's not like
look,
a sexual.
I don't want to hear about you and your dreams of lotion. Okay.
All right, your dreams of you. Is that what you just said?
No, I said dreams of lotion.
Oh, man, I don't need lotion. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's end it now. Let's end it.
Yeah, okay,
Let's end it. We're done.
Oh
we're done.
We're done. We're fucking done.
Play it. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching. Please
listening.
It's gonna be on YouTube, so like, watching it. You know what I'm saying, man? They're gonna be watching a little bit.
Bye.
I've been the Blunt Monk. Follow me on Twitter and subscribe to the YouTube channel.
And apparently I'm Sarcastic Bassett or something. I don't know. Go
Sarcastic Ambassador.
Yeah.
Go buy my t-shirts.
I'll leave a link to my Redbubble account in the description. Just go buy shirts or something.
Seriously, go check his shit out. He has awesome shit on there.
I need money for weed. I mean school.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Much love. See you later.
Bye.